Good morning, cultists. Welcome to another Dessert with Cthulhu's. Alright, so this post-mortem for the Ballad of the Gothic Muslim is going to be a little different. And I don't think we can really call it Ballad of the Gothic Muslim anymore. I think we have to call it the Ballad of the Immortal, Satanic, Cannibalistic, Werewolf, Yazidi. And it's going to be a little different because we've only had 3 rulers, so we can't really walk down memory lane if the lane is like not even a block long. It's like maybe 2 shops long. And I say that because we've only had 3 rulers. We have Bernardo, we had King Jez, who died like 400 something years ago, well, almost 400 something years ago. And then we started off with Emir Yusuf of Castile. So there's not much to really do in terms of the rulers themselves. We might talk about some of the highlights of Bernardo. Let's actually go through some of his traits here. He's stressed. Some of the more recent ones we'll kind of ignore. Stress, whatever. He's been possessed several million times. And that's kind of the hazards of being part of the satanic cult, I suppose. He's also lunatic, which we developed, I think, a couple hundred years ago? I don't remember. Deceitful, that's a trait that just comes and goes. Greedy, whatever. I don't remember when he became an impaler. I think he became an impaler after touring the countryside, killing neighbors and shit. I don't remember. Or maybe it was from an orgy. Who knows? And he also became a hunter. I don't remember when this was, but I think he became a hunter pretty early on. And then we stopped getting the hunting notifications or events. Ah, yes. He did actually become a hunchback due to his involvement with the satanic cult. And I guess that's just one of the pitfalls of being a Satanist. Cannibal. I think that was actually from one of his orgies. He came out from his orgies as a cannibal. I don't know what kind of orgy involves eating the consumption of human flesh, but whatever. And he's also a poet, so just a grand old mishmash of different traits here. Ah, yes, I remember the day he became immortal. Holy crap. And somehow he still survived. That was incredible. I think there were a couple attempts on his life, but we managed to get out unscathed. We met a couple of other immortals, Idan being the first one, who actually led us down the path of immortality itself. And then we also had, I think, some Spaniard dude, the immortal Spaniard or whatever, try to kill us in Burgos, and then we managed to convince him to become our friend, and then we stabbed him in the back right afterwards. So that was pretty interesting. What else is there? Oh, so yeah, that's Bernardo, and I counted, and he has had 38 wives. 38 wives. For a man who began his life as a homosexual, homosexual man, he's had a lot of wives, and he's had even more children. Pretty incredible. And he actually lost his homosexuality. He became heterosexual from an orgy. I don't quite know how that worked, but I guess somehow he just realized, hey, all these girls that I've been having sex with, I actually enjoy it. It's like, okay, cool. Also, his daughter is his lover. And his heir. So, another fun time from the orgy. And speaking of children... Yep. That's right. All of these are his children. Some of them even have children of their own. They're actually part of a different dynasty. Okay. Is that like a dynasty all by himself? It is. Alright, cool. Well, good for you, I guess. But in the Yusufid line, there are a total of 96 members. Not a lot. Living members 12. And that's because we didn't actually sire a lot of grandchildren. And it's kind of interesting that we see the House Umayyad line here. I guess I must have married my daughter off to Yusuf or to an Umayyad. I don't quite remember when I did that. But speaking of the Umayyads, this was actually one of our self-imposed mini quests to wipe out the Umayyad dynasty, and we did it. We actually killed every single one of the Umayyads. quite a feat in and of itself, I think. But yeah, we've had a total of 57 children. 57 children. Holy shit. That is more than half of the entire members, like the total members of the Yusufid dynasty. Wow, a lot of people actually married into the Umayyads, it seems. Or, well, not married into it, but... I say a lot of people, but it was only actually 2 that I counted. I think. But, yeah. Alright, so let's go through some of the more notable children that we've had. Athanagildo was dull and thus not at all worthy of anything. Ivan, I think, turned out to be a decent character. He was our kind of first, meant to be our first successor. But we kind of wanted someone with more brains, I guess? We had him with Habiba, who was herself a genius. But I don't remember if we had any genius children with Habiba. Aldura, I think for the most part we didn't have that many interesting daughters until we installed the full rights of women, the full status of women, I think. Falafel and Leodegundus, I believe, were twins. Lothian was interesting because we turned him into a diplomatic character. Unfortunately, I think a lot of them just kind of died decadent. Yeah, he died. A lot of these children actually died in the dungeons of our of Bernardo here, and I think that's because they ended up being decadent and more trouble than they're worth. I don't remember why we imprisoned Falafel, but I think he just kind of dropped dead in the dungeons, probably because of his pneumonia and shit. Got Lothian, got Miwino, who also probably died in the dungeons. Yep, because he was decadent. So many good potential children, potential heirs, died in the dungeons of Bernardo because they were decadent. Jarrett, I don't quite remember why I imprisoned you. I think I imprisoned you just what was it, preemptively? Because he had the potential of going decadent. And none of our daughters ended up being decadent because I think that's just part of the mechanics of them playing as a Muslim character. Is that you don't, like, your daughters are never decadent. Your sons are the only ones that can become decadent. We got Silo here, who was quite promising. Cavalry leader and flat terrain expert. But he died of pneumonia, and I think he was severely injured because he had his eye gouged out to in an attempt to treat his pneumonia. Eskild Fours, yes, I remember you. Yeah, you were a genius, and you were also a faqih, which is quite interesting. Another Falafel. Died of camp fever. Piggy. Now, Piggy was interesting. Piggy and Blake. I believe these guys were born, they lived at around the time of the Black Plague. And, that was actually kind of the reason why Piggy died. He didn't die directly of the Black Plague. He actually died of scurvy. Because I sent him on a boat, and I had him stationed near Iceland, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I can just move this a little bit. No, I can't? Cool, thanks. Appreciate it. There you go. Yeah, we had him stationed on the border of Iceland here, or the coast of Iceland, in an attempt to kind of escape from the effects of the Black Plague. But, didn't work out so well, because he eventually died of scurvy and gout. I think more so the scurvy than the gout. It's kind of a shame because he was actually quite promising. We had Theodorico, who himself died of the Black Plague. But these were unremarkable characters, so we didn't really care. How many children did I lose to the Black Plague? I think a fair bit. And we had Blake, who was actually, I think, when he was alive, he had better stats than Piggy, I think? I don't exactly remember how that turned out to be that way. But yeah, Blake just had better stats than Piggy, I think. And he was supposed to be our next successor, just in case Bernardo died. And that's kind of the only reason I continue to have lots of children, is in case Bernardo died, all of a sudden. I didn't want to be left without an heir. Too many babies! Too many babies, Yusufid! Fucking hell. Died of the plague. Yep. I think he was actually the middle baby. Yeah, because even after him, we still had way too many babies. He might have been right in the middle. I don't remember. Georgia. Murdered on the orders of Bishop Eustathicio of Pitsunda. The fuck? Why did you have my daughter kill you, asshole? She turned Orthodox? What? Oh no! I remember. She was the satanic daughter, wasn't she? Just looking at the stats. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember now. So Georgia was our satanic daughter that we had with, I forget who was her mother? Georgia the Unfaithful. Oh, right. I remember now. Okay. So I had Georgia Yusufid with Georgia the Unfaithful during an orgy, a demonic orgy that resulted in Georgia the Unfaithful being impregnated by the seed of Satan himself, and thus was born Georgia Yusufid. When she was born, she usurped my position as the high priest of Lucifer's own, if I could pronounce that properly. Yeah, so she usurped my title, and I actually actively plotted to try to get her killed. I believe I actually got her diseased or something a couple times. I think I gave her cancer, and I think did I actually give her the Black Plague? I don't quite remember. But regardless, yeah, we tried to kill off Georgia because I wanted my high priest position back, but she wouldn't relinquish it. But she fled to, or she didn't flee, I guess she got married to this dude, and they lived in Greece, which is why she's Orthodox and Greek. But she actually had children? Shit, is this dynasty still alive? Fuck. They're actually still alive. Wow. Well, I think actually Georgia's children are dead. Are they? Yeah, I think Georgia's line is actually dead. Kind of. I mean, we could go into the different houses here and see what's up with that, but I'm pretty sure Georgia herself, her seed has died off. At least that's kind of my thinking anyways. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's the story of Georgia. One of the more notable characters that we had. Died 37. She actually didn't live that long, but I remember that being a bit of a tumultuous time because I was no longer the high priest, so I couldn't absorb the life force of my children. I remember that now. And I don't think that's when I started absorbing the life force of my children. When did I start absorbing the life force of my children? I don't remember. I think it was after Georgia. Oh, right, she's a bastard. That's why we have the severed line there. And Red Corrado, I think turned out to be quite interesting in that he was a good martial character. I had so many high hopes for Cuchulainn. I really did. He was a genius, you know, his education was going the right way, and then he died of camp fever. That's on me. I really should have improved the hospitals and shit. Got Elvira, who's also genius. Actually turned her into a martial character. I think that's when I really started to try to build up the status of women law. But anyways, got Wilfredo, who did nothing, died of cancer. Nuno is when I started absorbing the life force of my children. That's who it was. Right. Nuno was a first. He died age 6. Gontrore. I don't remember who you are or what you did. Just a generally unremarkable person, I think. I mean, she was no-faced and one-handed, but whatever. Suniero, I believe we absorbed his life force too, because we didn't want a potential son becoming decadent shit again. Sibylla just died of old age. Monio, we absorbed his life force too? I'm kind of surprised. I mean, he is quick, so I figured, I think I figured that, you know, quick isn't quite as good as genius, so I just absorbed his life force. Sisenda, whatever. Another life force. Iberia. Oh, yeah, Iberia. I think Iberia was actually a commander? Yeah, she was actually a commander. If I'm recalling this correctly. I could be wrong, but I think so. I When did you get married to him? I don't remember. I think he actually used a favor to marry one of my daughters. Okay. Oh. He just died. Great. Well, you know what? That's fine. I'm actually okay with the bloodline being cut off like that. Because I'd rather keep my lineage pure and free of filth, like not the non-Yusufids. Pelagio died in my dungeons because he was a fucking decadent jackass. Yep, another absorbed baby. Because he was ugly, you know, might as well. Right? If you have an ugly baby, you should absorb their life force. Or at least that's what I was told when I was a little baby myself. Whoa, I guess Tanaz was definitely a commander that we sent into battle for a jihad. Ah, okay. Menenda, when did I get you married off to this dude? Oh! He's the guy that I married my daughter off to secure a non-aggression pact. Right, this is when I actually had this guy inducted into the into Satan's own, I believe. And then I married my daughter off to his son in an attempt to secure an alliance. Well, not an alliance, but at least a non-aggression pact. That way we could conquer a whole bunch of shit without being without having to call them, without them being called into a defensive pact. Right. But Winnebago over here did nothing. Corvus. Corvus, you broke my heart, Corvus. Oh no. You see this decadence we have here, Corvus? This is all because of you. Corvus. I had such high hopes. Oh man, you were the son of an earthworm human. She's literally got no neck. It's quite disturbing. Was this? No, I think I actually married her when she had other children. Yeah. I think she was a widower that I married. I think. Yeah. Oh, Corvus. You're breaking my heart, Corvus. You're breaking my heart. Siege leader, brilliant strategist. He's quick, ambitious, brave. Oh, and look at that martial score, Corvus. And basically all the other stats too. You could have been something amazing, but you just would not stop being decadent. And so I had to imprison you, unjustly imprison you. I couldn't even invoke Takfir against you. And I think that was actually because you weren't a ruler. Maybe I should have actually given you land and then imprisoned you that way. I don't know. But damn, Corvus. Why? Why did you do this to me? Anyways, and then we had Rickeberga, who is currently my daughter/lover, I believe. Yep. I believe she wanted to have an orgy with me, so that was kind of very strange. Attraction to hunchback. Well, I mean, I'm your father. You really shouldn't have an attraction penalty to me, but I guess it's because you're also my lover, maybe. Ah, jeez. So, yeah, Princess Rickeberga is my current heir. She's an absolutely terrible character. Not noteworthy at all. Look at these stats. These are garbage. Holy shit. And then we had Sitara. Sitara was supposed to be the next one who could have been something. But I believe she died of an infected wound. And I think she actually became ugly because she was involved in our satanic cult. I should have never brought her into our cult. I really shouldn't have. Then she wouldn't have become ugly or frail. And she probably also wouldn't have gotten an infection. I don't know how she got it. Maybe it was actually during battle? I don't actually remember. But, yeah. So the current live children that we have is Princess Berta, the second earthworm human. She's actually getting quite old. But pretty good stats overall. She was actually, whoa, she was actually in the jihad. That's pretty fantastic. And then we have Princess Mania Domna of Hispania, who is an old crone. She's so old, in fact, that her hair is actually, like, just bursting out of her headdress. I'm guessing her headdress is as old as she is, if not older. Maybe she inherited from her grandmother or something. Of course, her grandmother was alive, like, 50 million years ago, so, that would explain the hairdress just being rotting away and shit. Then you've got Gundamar, who is not that amazing, but he might be the next, I don't know, legitimate heir. What is this? Gonzalo, you're fatigued? You're only 8 years old! Take better care of your health, man. Eat more roughage. Have more fiber in your diet. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the children of Sheik Bernardo. The bear. Can't believe that stupid ass, I can't believe that's the freaking, what's it? What word am I looking for here? I can't believe that's a fucking nickname that's stuck. Sheik Bernardo the Bear. How did he even get this, like, nickname? I don't even remember. I think he got it pretty early on, and it just kind of stuck. There are so many other nicknames I could give him. Like, so many other nicknames, but it's Sheik Bernardo the Bear. And with that, I think I am officially retiring the name Bernard, or all variations of the name Bernard, permanently from all future series. Because there's no way we can top this. There's no way we can top Sheik Bernardo the Bear. And besides, Bernard, your name has been in 2 major spotlights in my CK2 series. Like, seriously, you have Sheik Bernardo the Bear, whose name we just cannot, just absolutely cannot top. And then we also had, I believe, the Kagan Bernardo, who founded the Kingdom of David, Kingdom of Israel, or Kingdom of Jerusalem, my bad, during the March of the Jewish Horde campaign. And then also, I think, restored the 3rd Holy Temple or something, if I'm recalling that correctly. So we are going to be officially retiring the name Bernard in all variations permanently from all future series. And I think that's it. My god, I mean, that was actually a fairly long dessert. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it to go on for that long, and I apologize for rambling and stumbling over my words rather furiously. But we had a lot of stuff to go through. That was I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this series. I really did. I just didn't like the whole threat mechanics and the defensive packs and shit. I will definitely never enable defensive packs again in the future. So, you know, that's that. All right, but that'll have to be it. This is where we retire the, you know, retire the campaign, and then we leave it off here. So, bam, there we go. Let's resign. Come on. Are you... Oh, it's saving. Got it. Look at our score. Holy shit. What is that? That's 227,262. 99% of it. All by Sheik Bernardo, of course. Ruled for 393 years. That is insane. Holy shit. Heir to the Saadin Sultanate? Okay, I don't know what that means, but my god. We started as a count, became a duke, and then Jez became a king, and then we became an emperor. Holy crap. We beat the highest scoring, like, dynasty by double. That's insane. This is incredible. Holy shit. Maybe we'll actually export this, in case I decide to play, EU4 in the future, which, again, is not confirmed nor denied. I'm still trying to, like, wrap my head around the game. I've been watching a lot of tutorial series and whatnot to just really understand, but it's been difficult. It's been hard going. Anyways, that's gonna have to be it for this, well, rather long dessert. I apologize for the length and the rambling and all that. But you should be seeing a new series tomorrow, I think. Yeah, definitely tomorrow. All right. And hopefully it'll be fun. It'll be a short mini-series, and I say mini-series, but I'm hoping it'll be around like maybe-ish 20 to 30-ish episodes. Or, I guess, whatever. We'll see. And then after that, we will be playing as a Germanic pagan ruler. And then I don't know what goals we'll set out for ourselves there, but yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this brunch, or dessert. Oops. And thank you so much for following me through the entire series of, or even if you join me for partway through, that's fine. But regardless, thank you so much for joining me on the Ballad of the Gothic Muslim. So that's gonna be it. I already said thank you, so thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.